hello, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video. Today is going to be a fun video and it is going to be very special. We are going to have a lot of fun, and by that I mean that we're going to try and roam around a little. That might not sound that special, but I can promise you that it is going to be very special. Now this is going to be a new experience for me because I have not tried this in forever, so please just hang on tightly so we can start and have some fun. Now we have been launched into the world of Minecraft, but of course that is something that you guys already knew, right? Well, right now we are inside of the Minecraft world. I mean, who of you guys can honestly say that they have been around long enough to have played this long that they just run around? That is just the best thing ever, to be honest, but that might just be me. So right now actually we are getting right back into that nostalgic feeling again. I know that I have talked about this a lot lately, but this is just something that instantly gets me back into a younger Sub-Zero man. I just feel that it keeps you guys on your feet and at the edge of your seats every time that you are watching one of my videos. That is not too weird now, is it? Okay, it actually might be, but let's just forget about that because that is not something that I want to do. And you know why? Because that is not something that makes me feel nostalgic at all, and I know that this sounds rather obvious, of course, but right now I am just falling in on all of that. I mean, I just want to keep this all on the down low a little right now, because I just want to feel that one thing that will actually make me feel the most nostalgic of all of these things, and that might actually be really hard to do right now. But I feel like that has been my main goal for this video, so if I do not succeed in that, well then what would that make me in the first place? I mean, there is nothing that I can do that will actually make it feel like something that is nostalgic, but I will find that nostalgic bomb feeling. I mean, that is why I am here. So I will do everything in my power to feel that again. Alright you guys, would you just look at this? We have finally gotten our life back together and we are ready to start a new adventure in this new world, and I am ready to never be bothered by anyone ever again. Plus it is a beautiful day outside and I am just here enjoying life right now. And what in the world would that be? You have got to be kidding me. Is that another Steve in this world? If it is, I am going to end all of it right now. Please come on, it cannot be another Steve. My heart is not ready for this. I cannot take this. Not right now. My beautiful new home is already on the verge of destruction just because there is a new Steve in town. What does he want? You are probably just some other noob who is here to ruin my day. Are you crazy? I mean, I thought I was all over this, but I guess we are not. We are starting right where we left off with this whole noob thing, and that is not in any way, shape or form a good thing. But if he thinks that he can make traps, then just watch me, boys and girls. So I am just tired of all this right now. It has been a while without any noobs around here and we are back to the old. Now I only just started this world, and as you have already seen, we have run into a little bit of a hiccup again. Now of course that is nothing new to us, so I am just going to cut right to the chase and I am going to tell you what is going on. So I have got myself a new world today. I have restored all of it a little bit with some touch-up work, and now we at least do not have any homicidal maniac living in front of me. But of course we are getting plagued by some noob again and again and again. It is just the same old that we always had problems with, and the problem is showing itself again. And right now I am going to arm myself to the bone to make sure that no one will ever touch this house again. It will be pretty hard to do, but once I have got it all put together it will be all worth it, and I can go around looking for actual fun stuff to do instead of just moving all day and every day of my entire life because of the actions of people like that Steve noob that just dropped by. So I am going to start with all of these tools that I handpicked for this specific job just back there, and I am going to be installing some pressure plates who will let me know that there is someone out here sneaking around and about. And if there is one thing that I do not like, then it will be getting caught in the back with my eyes looking the other way, which would be pretty normal when someone is coming around from the back, but you know that is all just metaphorically speaking. But these things will allow me to see that there is an intruder coming in hot. Since we are in a cave, that is easy to do, because there will be a light that will start burning once someone has set foot on his house. All of it will implode into one giant black hole. This is just one of the most ingenious ways to keep some out in like ever. I mean that there is not much that actually could be going wrong, but of course I will be taking the good with the bad in this equation. And right now the pros outweigh the cons of building something like this, especially when the cons are just the hard work and the payment stuff. So I think I am just going to be arming the whole perimeter of the world with traps like this so that I will always know where my enemies are coming from no matter what. And it is not like some meathead from the gym will be coming over or anything, because a guy like those guys would just step on a bear trap and just take it off of their legs and respring it again for some other people who I have been missing because I lost my house in the very unfortunate thing that has happened to it. I mean, there are a lot of things to blame for it, but I do not really think that me walking over it is any problem at all right now. But right now I will have to make some more of these science machines, and then when I am done back there I will be holding it down until the black hole generator boots up, or I will be going impressive style and add a lot of things in to just make it look like I am doing something but am actually not doing anything except for a lot of things that no one really wants to see anyway. So with all of that said, I am going to make some more things ready for the destruction of my new world. Now this new trap, or whatever you want to call it, design, well, it will be a blast, I can tell you that much. There will be no one standing in front of this house anymore for like ever. So without further ado, I am going to build this thing like it was built to hold back the Allies on Normandy. And even though that wall did not hold, that wall did actually hold. I mean, it was a big day back then. But the only reason why the Allies won the day was because they had the Americans and the Canadians coming from the back. And right now I do not think that this little Steve noob guy is coming in with a whole ordeal of paratroopers just to fool around with me and my new beautiful house that I built from scratch actually. So I am not going to be building a new one. I will be making sure that no one will ever be able to fool around with my house again, and therefore I will have to do a lot of things to make sure that all of this is going to be bulletproof for once another noob comes back. And trust me on this one, they always end up coming back. So prepare yourselves, because the winter is coming and I am sitting on the Iron Throne right about now. But I am telling you guys that all of this is just going to be perfect. And even though I am not specifically one of the best with redstone or actually anything that is too specific in Minecraft, I think that my traps will hold up against some noobs who know even less about this game than me. So they will probably not even notice that these things are pressure plates and that they could just as well be blown up by standing on them. But no, I will not be that harsh. I will just put that light in there so that they will get distracted by the lights and they will probably not even think anything of it. So with all of that said, I think that we might be able to just go on to the next plan in my arsenal. And I am telling you guys that there is always another plan in my arsenal. So that is the only reason why I have not yet given up the fact that I want to live in the Minecraft world for the rest of my natural born life. I am going to be the one that knocks. I will be the danger, and I will never be scared of one of those filthy noobs for the rest of my life, and that is a promise I am going to be keeping for good. And now of course I do know that all of this might sound a little harsh to begin with, but I just want you to start thinking back a little bit. Just make a little compilation in your head. Just a quick compilation of all of the times that some noob kid came into my Minecraft world and just messed all of my stuff up. And by that I do not even mean blowing up my house and all of that stuff. There has just been too much damage done to me and my houses throughout the last couple of weeks, and I am just so done with it at this point that I am willing to do anything in my power to keep these little noobs away from my house so that I can live around this place in peace. And if you do not know why I come here, well then let me tell you why I come here in the first place. It is all about getting some peace of mind down here. In the countryside it is just me and the wind and the green grass. There is nothing but peace. But then once every while there will be this little poophead of a noob who thinks that he can just come up to my house and destroy the peace. Well, I do no longer stand for anything like that. So I will be making this my personal mission to keep these guys out, and I will be the one to do it right now. At this exact moment I am willing to go through the dirty work by building the booby traps myself so that I can make sure that they are all set up just right. And with that said, I think that we are actually almost done with this one, but just hold on, because once I am done with these I am ready to go construct my ultimate plan of extreme death. Yeah, I know that I might still have to work on that name a little bit, but that should be alright. So like I said, right now I am willing to do all of this myself with just a little bit of redstone knowledge and a whole lot of elbow grease. And that is of course a metaphor, but like I said, this is something that I will have to do to save my sanity, and I am the one who is going insane. So if I want to be the one to save it, then I have got to be the one who does all of that as of right now. And we should be right about done right now. And it is looking darn fine, my dear boys and girls. It is looking rather darn fine. I mean, come on, there is no way that a noob will suspect anything of this to be some kind of foul play. But with that said, we are back at the trap light right now. My new trap, of course. I do not think that I even have to make that clear to you right now. But it is time to launch Operation Death to the Family. And yes, I have stolen that name from a Batman comic. But that is alright, because right now the project that I am starting will be something else. This will actually be something that the Joker would install in his own home just to mess with the people around home. And right now I cannot blame him for doing that. I mean, these guys, and by guys I mean the noobs, have been messing with me for way too long, and I am just done with it. So if you think that this plan of mine might be a little too radical, then I would like to hear your opinion, but I am doing it anyway because it is my home and I can do with it whatever I want, and I want this to happen. So basically what I am going to do right now is set up a booby trap and catch the noob off guard. Yes, like I said, this is something that sounds really strange, but this is also just something that has to be done right now, and I am going to go through with it no matter what. So what I mean by booby trapping my own world, I mean, I have already booby-trapped the outside perimeter, but that is not enough for me right now. I am going to make sure that there will be nothing that can stop me from getting rid of this new plague, and I will even rig my own house with explosives to prove that point that I am making right here. So once someone opens their Minecraft, well, let's just say that that person will be in for a big surprise, because they will be having no clue about what is going on once they hear the hissing noise and they are just scrambling around inside of the world. And let me tell you that most noob thieves will have no idea what that hissing noise might even be. But let me just tell you this, that hissing noise is from a snake, and that snake is not just a snake, and it is not just a hiss. Now of course all of that is what I am doing is just an advice. You do not have to take advice, it is just there to guide you through your life and maybe help you make a decision. But do not forget that advice is just that, advice. It is some sort of way to help you make your decision. It is not there to make the decision for you. So the same goes for me right now. I am here, but I am not letting anything that has happened today affect me. I will just continue on, just like the brick wall that I talked about the other day. That brick wall might be there, but you can always climb it. The ones who think that you cannot climb it, they will never be strong enough to actually climb it. So I will stop boring you guys with advice and poems, but I will rather just fight on to live another day right now, unlike the noobs that actually will enter this place right here. So that way we can make sure that they are not bothering me anymore. I am actually hoping that my super trap right here is much like the Death Star, and that it will become the most feared weapon of all time right now. That would make my day. Now let's just hope that we can get to the next part in a little bit of a quick manner, because I am about to pop an egg right here because of this waiting. Oh my god, I need more me time, and I do love me time, you guys. But that was enough me time because we have a lot more things to go through, and I do not want to get all repetitive to you guys when it comes to my content, because my content is always very original and non-clickbait like, so I do not want you guys to start thinking any less of me right now. There is just too much at stake when it comes to the channel and to the people and you guys, and I am not about to throw all of that away just because I am starting to become lazy. Well, let me tell you this then, because I am not lazy, nor will I ever become lazy. Okay, never mind, I might actually be like very lazy, but that does not matter because there is just a lot of stuff that I have to do, so there is just no time to be lazy around these days anymore. So this sub is changing from a lazy dude to an awesome dude, and there is nothing that you can do about this. Now let's hope that they will never be coming back here ever again, nor his friends or whatever. So I am going to start with all of these tools that I handpicked for this specific job just back there, and I am going to be installing some more traps and fences and stuff. You know, just some more security stuff, I guess that you would call it. And if there is one thing that I do not like, then it will be getting caught in the back with my eyes looking the other way, which would be pretty normal when someone is coming around from the back. But you know, that is all just metaphorically speaking. I am going to be loving every freaking second of this, and that will be all of it today. Now alright, my master plan is going to go into full effect right away right now. I am going to make sure that everything is gone right when he gets back home. Although I have not seen the guy ever since I got here, which to me is a little bit fishy of course, but I am just going to let that fly for right now because I think that this thing should be noob proof. But still, I am hoping that I will never actually have to use this again on the pals. But it was fun.